Say hi, Ellie. So welcome back to my mom's channel. This is her fiance, my dad now.
I'm not calling him dad, even if there's a fire.
Like how she's letting me hold her. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of people were asking for the proposal story, so I had to bring Leo in to help tell it because he's got his version, I have mine. Do you want me to tell mine?
Yes.
Okay, here's how it went down, and then Leo will tell you how it almost went down. I was chilling at work on a February 8th, it was a Monday, I think, doing my taxes. It was like 1 in the afternoon probably. And Leo called me and he wasn't at work and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, nothing, just my taxes. And he's like, can you run an errand? And I was like, yeah, sure. I thought it was gonna be like 20 minutes long. So he picks me up. We started driving towards these apartments that he owns. And I knew he was renovating those. So I thought he had to like pick out, I don't know, paint or flooring or something for it. And he was kind of driving in that general direction. So I'm like, oh, are we going to the apartments? And he's like, yeah, of course, how'd you know? I'm like, I can just tell. I was wrong. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I acted like I knew what was going on. And then he pulled up to this.
Too.
So then he pulled up to this random side street off of 1st Avenue North and 3rd Street in Great Falls and parks. And I'm like, what are we doing? And he's like, do you have to know? I was like, no, it can be a surprise. And then he reaches into his little coat pocket and pulls out a box and says, stuff I don't even remember.
I remember what I said.
Finished by, will you tell me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, well, I need your help picking out a ring. Like that.
But then, like, you went into, like, you know, like the proposal words. Like what a guy says to someone when they start to propose.
Oh, I don't remember any of that.
I don't remember
But it was
that
really
either.
corny and YouTube doesn't need to know anyways.
No, but I wish I remembered it, but I can't. And so he opens the box.
And then I realized, well, because I was sitting there in the seat and I realized, oh, I'm not on it, because it was like -15
Wait,
outside.
well, hold on. Yes, it was during our negative a million degree weather that we had at the start of the month. And he opens the box and it's like this huge stone. And I'm like, no, you're joking, you're kidding. And he's like, I'm serious. Like, and I just keep saying no. And he keeps saying, no, for real. And then he realized
Do you remember what you also said?
Well, at the end. Okay, hold on. Then he realizes he's not down on one knee. So he like jumps out of his car, which no one wanted to be outside this week. Falls out of his car, gets on one knee in the middle of the road.
Reached back into the car like, for
He's
reals.
like leaning over the center console. And then I was like, get in the car like it's cold. I was like, okay, like, I still don't believe you.
It was super awkward and perfect.
So I look him like dead in the eye and I go, dead ass? And he's like,
Dead
yes.
ass.
I didn't know what else to say because I
Like
literally didn't.
straight from a movie script that wins an Oscar, just,
It was picture
Leo,
perfect.
are you dead ass?
I didn't believe him. Especially because he told me it was going to take 5 years of dating. And I was like, I was hoping by the end of this year we would be engaged. I didn't know it was literally happening very soon. And the other funny part, before he gets into the almost proposal, I wouldn't really use the word pressure, but the last like 3 or 4 months specifically, I've been talking about marriage a little bit more, just because.
I look a thing.
Just long hair. Just because I was ready, you know, to get married. So I bought him a rug that you probably have seen, and it said like the Imperies. Eventually, he just hasn't asked yet, and would make other comments about weddings here or there. So like literally.
Yeah, here and there.
It was here or there. So I'm not joking. Like 3-4 weeks before he proposed, he was like, you know, if you just stop pressuring me about getting married, it might happen sooner than you think. So like I went over to Sydney and Blake's that night after Leo told me that.
I said, now, let's say I was gonna propose, right? you think maybe I'd put it off a bit if I was being pressured to, so that way you didn't think it was like coercing me into it, maybe, perhaps, possibly. And
I didn't know he had any plans of proposing, so I was like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. So I like went and told Sydney and Blake, and I was like, oh, Leo said if I stop pressuring him about marriage, he might propose sooner. And they're like, you don't think? And it, like, they knew he already had the ring. So then when he went and asked my parents, he was like, yeah, I had to tell her to quit pressuring me about weddings. And they were like, well, what'd she do? And he's like, she hasn't said a thing. And they're like, how long has it been? He's like, 2 weeks. So he asked my parents for, well, not permission. He just went and told him he was gonna do it, and they didn't say no. So that's all I asked for. That was one of my first questions too. I'm like, do my parents know? He's like, everyone knows. Yeah. They all know. They've all known.
The whole world
for
knows.
For a long time.
Except for you.
Yeah. But he had, so it was a very like simple but super caught me off guard proposal. But he had.
Yeah, it was even like, so before we got there, I like took the long way there, right? So I turned down
He went
Central,
like 5 blocks the wrong way.
And I'm just like, trying to think like, what do I, okay, and how's this gonna go down? I don't know if I even retained any of the information during that extra 5 blocks, but I was like,
yeah,
all right.
like trying to have a conversation. He's just like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, but tell them the almost proposal that he had planned for quite a while.
Yeah, so basically I wanted to do something kind of weird and fun, right? And the problem was it kind of, like, a lot of it gets out of your control. So after thinking about it long and hard, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if, like, I was fake arrested, right, by the police, and then they carry me out like, we got you this time, Buster. And then, like, I pictured it like we're eating at a restaurant and a couple officers come in. Mr. Imperi? Yeah, you're going in cuffs, you're coming with us. Yeah. And then I was gonna have one of the officers like sit behind and be like, how long have you known this man? Do you realize how dangerous he is? Yeah, we're taking him away for a long time. If you want to say something to him, we can let you say something before we take him off. And then I was gonna be like waiting outside and, you know, propose then. But so I took it as far as to actually going down to the police station, and that was probably like a week and a half to 2 weeks before I actually proposed. And I get in there and I walk up to the counter and I was like, okay, I've got a really weird question to ask, and just so you know, if the answer is no, that's totally fine, comma, could I get fake arrested by your fellow police officers, please, for a wedding proposal? Or is that what you said?
Yeah, marriage proposal.
And they said, oh, that's funny. And like, I didn't realize that when you walk in, there's like a room off to the side, and there's a bunch of people in there, and they heard me, and I didn't know they were there. And everyone started laughing. Like, the whole freaking police station was like, this guy. And
then there was a news anchor behind him.
Yeah, so they tapped me on the shoulder. They're like, okay, I work for KRTV, and I thought, I really want to be involved in this. We can get like a news crew there that'll be filming it, like, to make it more dramatic. And I was like, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? Yes, obviously, do that. Here's my card, call me. And so I got in touch with the news anchor that same night. I found her on Facebook, and I said, hey, I'm that guy in the police station that, you know, was doing that thing. And she said, okay, let me talk to my people. And turns out it's against the PR and the legality of it. They can't do it, this, blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, all right, whatever. Well, maybe I can just be fake arrested, go along with that. Well, they told me the lieutenant's gonna look into it, write your info down, they'll call you back. So I did. They never called me. I went in a week later. Hey, just checking on things, you know, because at this point I had talked to her parents. I was like, yeah, it'll be sometime this week probably. You know, I told my dad, like, I'm gonna get fake arrested. Like I told everyone the plan, the grand scheme. And then the week goes by. I didn't get a call back. And now I'm looking like I'm too scared to do it or something.
We showed up to a family event for Super Bowl Sunday, and I guess my parents were like, like, where's that?
Yeah,
and I
they were
had
like,
no idea.
Yeah, because your dad was in the kitchen, and I walked in the kitchen, and it was just me and him, and he's like, so I was like, the police haven't called me back, and he's like, yeah, okay, sounds good, you know. And then the next day, he texts me and he says, yeah, maybe like, maybe not do the police thing. And I was already kind of thinking that, you know, and so I went back down to the police station. Hey, just checking in, you know, can I, what does a guy got to do to get arrested out here? Do I, I'm not going to pay my parking ticket. What, you're gonna actually arrest me now, you know? And, I didn't
He
say
got
that.
tired of waiting though.
Yeah, and I was just
So-
like, you know what? Now's as good time as ever, so I did it, and it was really awkward and amazing. Just the way
good.
I pictured it.
I just didn't. Is it how you pictured it?
Yes.
I never pictured that day. Actually, I knew when he proposed it would either be extremely simple to catch me off guard or like extremely elaborate. It wouldn't have just been a nice dinner and like a stroll in the park, you know? It'd be
Yeah,
like skydiving or the way it happened, you know?
Yeah.
So, I was happy with the way it happened.
Trust me, there's plenty of room for skydiving. There just won't be a wedding proposal attached to it.
Okay.
Or however you
Marriage.
say marriage.
proposal. You're proposing marriage.
You
not a
are
wedding.
also proposing a
Well-
wedding. You're proposing a lot of things. That's why they call it a proposal. It's like I should have had like a one of those PowerPoint presentations, like, and here I am proposing to you a few items here, as you can see on my board behind me. We'll be merging
I would
our
have walked out.
merging our assets.
Like, well-
We'll be definitely sleeping in the same bed for the rest of our lives, and we'll have 4 cats, and I can point to all the
And a
different
hedgehog.
things. And a hedgehog. That doesn't count. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that's the marriage proposal story. That's the proposal story. I will do more videos catching you up. Actually, a quick catch up. We pretty much have everything figured out for the wedding, and it's just a few months away, so I won't do.
Can I say one thing? Because you won't say it, but your people watching would probably find this hilarious, as did I and my family. I proposed on a
Monday.
By Sunday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 days later, wedding dress has been selected, paid for, and on the way.
But the funny thing is, I went into that appointment, which I think you guys will have seen that video before. This, I
So
went
funny.
in without thinking I was gonna get a dress, and then I fell in love with one. And it's a good thing it did, because I might not have gone dress shopping yet if I didn't go that weekend, and it wouldn't have arrived in time
Oh,
for the
can I
wedding.
show them
so,
the one you got me?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Can I just show them?
We'll just do it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll show you
sure.
guys my ring in a different video, but
So this is.
hold on.
I can't do it. Yeah, there you
Okay, this is Leo's ring. There's some cool black sapphires in it. A little engraving. Don't mind my missing nail.
go.
So, yeah.
I think that's super cool. That's like the coolest ring I have ever seen.
Not as cool as mine.
Fits my personality.
Look
black
at mine. Here's a little
stones.
sneak peek if you're not on the Instagram. But I'll do another video. So this one's already like 14 minutes long. So I'm gonna end it here. That's the story.
And we're sticking to it.
See you in the next video.